Good morning, budget adventurers. Brad here, back on that last climb out of winter. Now, I know I've said it numerous times, I think winter's the best time for camping. There's barely anyone out, no bugs, no mosquitoes, no flies. Cook whatever you want on a nice big campfire, and all that is involved in that. But, as you would know, there hasn't been a lot of content out. I have been camping, normally in the caravan, and some of you would have seen me, but not really able to film much. More wet, cold, camera batteries don't like the cold, and dogs barking. And also want to sort the back of this out a bit. I've had the bed in it now for a little while. It's too high, there's not enough room in it to get dressed in the morning, that sort of stuff, and get in and out of it. So finally come to the decision. We're going to rip the other two seats out that I left in, rip them seats out, drop that bed frame down, lower to the ground with some storage under it, but mostly it's going to be headroom, and just do some tweaking to the car as a bit of filler until we get out on the next trip. I have filmed a cray trip, as we are now in August. It's the last month to catch crays, so that's in an editing booth at the moment, so that'll be the next trip out. And then we're going to get out in the Colorado and start doing some trips again, filming some trips again, I should say. So there's a couple of things I really want to do. So yeah, we just need to get them done. But I'm going to start her up, warm her up, move her into the backyard next to the shed, and hey pups, and we'll start doing some work. We'll get these seats out, and yeah, start getting stuck in. Most of the stuff, or pretty much 99% of the stuff I've got and going to be doing on this is all just scrap stuff, leftover stuff from projects I've had laying around. So it's going to be a no-cost build. Also, it's temporary. I'm doing it to trial it out. Once I get everything working the way I want it to, I'll probably take everything out, including the base for the fridge I built a while ago. That little framework I've got in the back of the car that put the chairs and stuff in, it'll all come out, and I'll probably start from scratch and go, right, I know bed heights, I know where the fridge has got to be, I know where the footprint is. Let's start anew, let's timber it, let's do everything we need to do. But for the meantime, we're just seeing what works, seeing what works best, what doesn't work, changing things around, not getting too permanent just yet until yeah, we can work out what's going to work the best. So fire up, get her in the backyard, and we'll get these seats out. Step one, seats are coming out. Keeping the bolts to mount whatever I build after this. Oh, this is 100 kilos saved. Break a bar. They torque them up good from factory. That, our 7-seater has become a 2-seater. So what is the current plan? I wanted to leave at least this seat in, but it wasn't going to happen. So I'm going to build a false floor I'm going to do it about the same height as that bottom timber there and across, and it'll come, it might come to the end of that actually. I'll have another timber going across there, and then the lid will just be sitting in there. It won't actually be fastened, so I can lift it up just to get stuff under this lip, and then tools, any long stuff, handles for jaffle irons, that sort of stuff can fit under my stove. Let's drop it down again. So that'll get us to here, or probably about here, because I'll use these two seat anchors to anchor the middle of it down. Out, probably go all the way to the ground with a bit of plywood, just have those, this is a bit of separate storage, maybe a little safe space for valuables, money, that sort of thing when I'm travelling, because it'll be buried deep under the bed. And then we'll keep on coming across probably to there, and same thing down, and have this box for storage, food, cooking gear, whatever. Probably least stuff that I use can hide down in here, which will still leave a footwell there, so if someone does need to hop in the back just to move around the farm or whatever, they can sit on that, feet there, and still fit. And then under that I'll probably have a little shelf that'll fold up and fold all the way up to there. That the mattress, I'll still keep my old mattress that folds in half, so it'll come to here, and I can fold it down, it'll come to there. And then because I'm going a bit narrower, the battery box will then go that way, so it's going to be facing me when I'm sleeping. I've got access to USB points, it's not all hidden under the bed, and it's still at me charging points. So I'm just dotting some I's and crossing some T's at the moment, and just seeing what is going to suit. Because unfortunately I just don't have the headroom in here as what most vans and older four-wheel drives have got, wagons. So therefore, anyway, we need to get some timber, and yeah, keep on building. So I just got some offcuts, what's that, 1B3 or something, just putting upright vertically, and that way so it doesn't take up as much sideways room. I don't know why that divot's there, but anyway. Be good there. This is a actually a bit of refrigeration board out of a rear door for a pan, a refrigerated semi-trailer, so good and strong, probably a bit thicker than I'd want, but at least I don't have to worry about gussing it or gusseting it. I can just do these feet at the back, something in the middle there, and then with your 8 centimeter mattress on top, there shouldn't be any flex in that whatsoever. And it's not real heavy. So basically what I've done here, I've just made a arch up, different length legs obviously to go down. try and keep that as center as I can. This is what I want to be able to do. Be able to put clothes or towels, that sort of stuff down the sides. Having that much overhang on the mattress shouldn't matter. And then here, I want to actually have this spot here open that when you climb in, you can take your shoes off. Whereas before I was climbing down from up here, and you had nowhere to put your shoes, and it was all a nightmare. And then same with the inside here, I can put some clothes bags or something in behind the fridge, or even put some other stuff there as well. So that's it for bed building for today. I'll be back soon with some more handyman work, some more woodwork. Morning guys, back at it on this cold winter's morning. I'm waiting. I've got to go to town when I go to work on Monday. I need to get some piano hinges for the end of this this bed so I can do the flip over. But in the meantime, I might run some wiring while everything's out before stuff starts coming in. I did put these 2 Anderson plugs in here for charging the iTech battery station, power station, whatever you want to call them. They go directly to the battery and a circuit breaker. More so just if I need to plug the fridge in or something else, I'm going to there are a few of these I got off eBay. I'm going to put one there, so I'll have USB there if I need it for anything, charging while you're driving, that sort of thing. But I've also got the SIG socket there that I can plug the fridge into if need be, and then there'll be direct power off the car battery. And I'm running 50 amp dual core all the way from here to there, so there shouldn't be any power issues. And yeah, that can go there out of the way. But we'll get him wired up anyway. So basically what I've done here, bit of 50 amp dual core that will go from the SIG socket out to those Anderson plugs, and then just a bit of 15 amp here to go across to the USB, because there's not going to be too much power drawn from that USB. But I just need to put an Anderson plug on into this, and we'll be good to go. Bit of heat shrink. I put some around the positive on there too in case it rubs through in there. Rightio. Alright, so that's all wired up in there. I've tightened them up. Normally I'll drop a bit of glue on the threads there as well, just so they can't come undone or split. But Anderson plug on. Anderson plug on. That's all done in there. Normally I put a bit of super glue around them threads on the inside, them sockets, just so they can't come undone, or they do like stripping because it is only plastic. But that's it done. Let's fit it. Alright, I've just plugged that Anderson plug in there. Try and get that thick cable to have some sort of a memory. Yeah, we'll see how this goes one-handed. It's always fun. stay. My driver's too short. And this driver's too long. I don't have a driver that's just right, unfortunately. One. Two. So 6 socket there, blue light's on because obviously I've got to go on the power, and then when I park it up I don't have to go anywhere in the car, just so it's not powering that little LED, which shouldn't cause battery problems, but I can just unplug that and leave it there, or if I need to plug something else in. But all my fridge, all my fridge leads have got Anderson plugs on them anyway. The only reason I still run SIG sockets is because of that that power station. But normally when I'm running the fridge off the car, it'll just go into one of them Anderson plugs anyway. So that's us. I'll just leave that there. That's not touching, is it? No. So there we go. We've got power there. Another little project done. I suppose one last thing before we continue off the bed another day. I'm really struggling. I know I brought the power station battery box, so I didn't have to run a 12-volt system. That's starting to infringe on a 12-volt system. Now this table, or this chair's out, and I've got this room. That 300 amp hour lithium battery I've got in the caravan would fit nicely just here. Power coming directly from the battery there. I could have me DC charger here just to pitch it up, and it's a lithium one as well. But 99%, or any given time, I'm only in a location for 2 days or 2 nights. So that battery box will run the fridge for those 2 days with solar. Plus I've got the backup battery as well if need be. It's only if I'm going to go somewhere. Mei is the big one, because you're there for at least a week without going anywhere. And if you watched any of the Mei videos, you would have seen I've had battery problems every time I've been there. But in saying that, even having a big lithium battery in here, you're going to have problems after a couple of days if you're not getting the solar into it. So I think for occasions like that, I'm just going to buy a little 1 kVA generator, or a little generator that can just charge my power pack and have the fridge running off at the same time, and just don't worry about trying to have beefed up power, because the sun doesn't always shine. It's why solar power is good for homes when the sun's out in summer locations, I'll say, but Melbourne and Victoria, what sun? My house is probably getting barely any volt power off it at the moment because there's no sun, but it has to happen. We've got to have it. So anyway, rant over. That's it for today, I think. I did find these hinges in the shed, so we're going to continue on. A bit overkill for this, but it saves having to buy some piano hinge. It'll do the job nicely. So do our holes. The label's still on the back, so those holes didn't work. Dum 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 dum. Right, drill them out. I'm also going to bolt these two, just so it sandwiches the board together a bit, because screws, it might be right, but I just don't want them to pull out. Need more washers. Recognise this? It's the quick detachable table I made for the patrol. It's she's now on double duty, acting as a bed base. All right. That's us. I'm just going to get some shorter screws. I'll put a screw in each one of them just to help hold it, and then we're done. good look there of what I've done under the bed. Water bottle's in the way. Come here. So that's about there where we need to be. That's just going to come forward. Problem with using these big hinges, I was hoping that would close up there, but it's not going to. So I'm going to put some legs that just fold up when that's away, or I might even put a hole like I did there and put a couple of bolts through, just so if a bit of bumpy road or something, it doesn't fold up on itself. But yeah, that's a shame there. Anyway, that's about where I want to be. Even if I kick it this way a little bit, I should cut that corner off there too, just so it doesn't dig into that panel there. But that clears the armrest, so I think it's going to be good. And then you can fold that back, come in, sit there. I'm going to get a table that attaches to this front seat. So if I do have to come inside and cook, bedding can fold back, that could fold over, and I've got this area I can come inside. I even wouldn't mind getting a little table made for that door as well, but and then I've still got all this room underneath for extra stuff. So next, see if I can find some hinges so we can do some legs. Looks pretty flat there, so a little bit more just to allow for the blade. All right. Rightio. I've pre-drilled the holes in the back of this because I'm going to drive some big long screw owls into there, just so it holds, because this obviously being the head end. Although I'm in an error at the moment whether I make this the head end or if I make the other end the head end, but we'll get to that later. Take our prop out. It's right, there's going to be a little bit of flex, but it's still sitting pretty level. Just need to measure our inside leg now. Yeah. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing there, can you? Inside leg. Something like that. We'll go and cut him off and get it in. again, pre-drilled some holes there. Alright. I have noticed something there just coming back out. I'm going to put weight on here. It is wanting to go arse over head. So I might just have to put one block under the middle there, but we'll get this out of the way and see what happens. Alright, so if all goes according to plan, they should come up. Fold that one, fold that one. So it'd be just a matter of lifting the mattress up so you could fold that down and sit it back down again. Still not the best with headroom, but I can have a little table here, little side table there that I can have something cooking so the steam goes away, and access to the fridge, so I think that's going to work pretty well.